Hi everyone, welcome to Bun Muska. A very happy new year to all of you. I'm coming back after a very long time, so I'm extremely excited to bring you my recipe for the hummus. It's inspired from various sources. It's made with chickpeas. Chickpeas is an ingredient that's used extensively in Indian cooking as well as in Middle Eastern cooking. The reason I thought of chickpea is as we go into the new year, there is a lot of debate between meat eating for protein versus vegetarian diet. Chickpea is a tremendous source for protein if you're on a vegetarian diet. So extremely excited, let's get into it. For our ingredients today, we'll start with the chickpea. This is the raw chickpea. As you can see, this has not been soaked in water. I've soaked this in water with a little bit of baking soda and left it overnight. So this has been soaking over 24 hours, and as you can see, there's a significant difference between the size of both of them. The other thing you'll need is garlic. What you'll see here is some of the garlic is softer than the other. That's because I roasted something earlier today. I'm just using that, but you can use raw garlic as well. I have some extra virgin olive oil. You need good quality extra virgin olive oil. I have some coriander. I'll show you what to do with it when we season the hummus at the end. I have some sea salt, some za'atar. This is optional. If you don't have it, that's absolutely fine. You can use cayenne peppers, you can use pomegranate or some other type of condiment to finally season your hummus. I have some tahini. This is again imperative to making a good hummus. And last but definitely not the least is a lemon. This recipe has three components to it. The first is the chickpea. We'll cook it in the pressure cooker. Once that's done, we'll make a tahini sauce. I'll show you what that looks like. And then we'll finish the chickpea hummus in the food processor. There are a couple of ingredients that go in. I'll show you when we get there. And then we'll plate it. So I have put the chickpea inside the pressure cooker with water. So you use twice the amount of water as the chickpea. Add a little bit of baking soda if you have it. The texture of the hummus is going to be incredible if you have some baking soda. I ran out of it. The consistency you're looking for is that the chickpea should be completely cooked. Because I've soaked this overnight, it's probably going to take me 3 whistles. If you haven't soaked it for that long, maybe 4 whistles. But 3 whistles is going to be great for our chickpea today. So I have my chickpea inside the pressure cooker cooking. I've put it on medium to high heat. And like I said, we'll need about 3 whistles. That might take anywhere between 15 to 16 minutes or even less, depending on the strength of your burner. And in the meanwhile, we'll get started with the tahini sauce that I mentioned earlier. So for the tahini sauce, I'm going to start with my tahini. As you can see, there's a fair amount of this liquid at the top. Mix it up before you pour it into the bowl. I'll use about 5 to 6 tablespoons here for my sauce. So that's 2. I think 5 looks like it's enough. Once that's done, I'm going to use a pinch of the salt. I'm going to take my garlic, put it in my garlic crusher. And then use a little bit of the lemon zest. Slice a small piece of lemon, add that in. And now we'll mix it to bring it together with a little bit of water. So this sauce is the slightly tricky part because as you're mixing this together, it's going to look lumpy. It's going to look like it's broken down. Like you see how the texture is coming together, but don't worry, we'll get it to the right place soon enough. So when it's sticking to your whisk, you're not in the right place. Start adding a little bit of water at a time. I dropped a bit there. This is a good way to get your workout in if you haven't been able to do that. And there'll be a point where it starts coming together, the color becomes lighter. You can see already how the color's gotten a little lighter, but you'll get into this really delicious looking paste. And then turn into the tahini sauce that we are all looking for. You can already see the colors getting lighter. We're getting there almost. I'm going to add a little more water than I have. You see how that came together very quickly? We're almost at the desired consistency. I want this to drop off the whisk. Add a little more. I think that should do it. A little more. Yeah, that's perfect. See how it's dropping off the whisk? This is exactly the consistency that you should go for. This chickpea is perfectly done, as you can see. The one thing I didn't mention is that I didn't add any salt when I put it in the pressure cooker. That was intentional, so I'm going to add a little bit of salt here, mix it up. I'm going to keep some of this for dressing at the end, but the rest of it will go into the food processor. In the food processor, what I'm also going to do is add some of the tahini that I have, alongside some lemon and some more salt to go with the garlic. And we'll mix it together and I'll show you what that looks like. So I go in with my garlic. It's not the biggest food processor, as you can tell. Mix that up. Add a generous pinch of salt. Plenty of lemon. I might need more lemon, but I'm going to taste it as I go. I'm going to add some tahini here. So this is not the sauce that we made. This is just tahini from the jar that we had. I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons here. Maybe a little more. And now I'm going to mix this. Before I do that, a little bit of olive oil just for the texture and the consistency. So as you can see, it's a little lumpy right now. How we're going to solve for this is by adding some cold water. The cold water will give it this very smooth consistency. So we'll add that and see what that looks like. So I have some cold water here. I have some ice inside of it. Go in with that and the water. Texture coming together. I'm going to add a little more water. Mix it well. We're going to mix it till we like the consistency of the hummus. It's coming together really well. I'm just giving it a taste. So it needs a little more lemon and a little more salt for it. Add a generous amount of lemon, pinch more salt. And this is the trick, like you have to consistently taste the hummus to make sure that it is what you exactly need it to be. I'm going to add a little more water as well. I have the texture and consistency that I need, and I have the taste that I need. I'm going to transfer this over to a plate, use my tahini sauce that we made in the previous step, and I'll show you what that plating looks like. If you like this recipe, please subscribe to the channel and like the video.